Hello guys, so in this selection of 3 packages we have the Hemnes bureau, as you can see there in the small picture. So this 2 parts is the bureau and this is the optional shelf for putting above, but I thought maybe let's do something completely different in this channel, because I'm always doing this, and let's build up this Hemnes Ikea bureau, because I'm building up quite a lot of Ikea stuff and maybe it's interesting, maybe not. Let's see if I encounter any special problems. Hemnes is like somewhere in the upper mid range of Ikea stuff. It's not really cheap, but it's also not extremely expensive quality wise. I think the quality price ratio is a bit worse for Hemnes in my opinion than for many other Ikea products, because it's not let's see how this one is, but mostly they have partial real massive wood and partial plywood, so it's like a bit mixed, and therefore the price is a bit high in my opinion. Of course, this horrible color scheme we are using because we already have something in the same horrible color scheme, which we bought in a sale, so now we are stuck with it. I would have preferred the white one, probably. Yeah, we'll see. Let's pick it up from the package, which is quite nice. They are 21 kilograms at it's the heaviest one here with 46 pounds, 21 kilograms. They are not really that big, like you can see the measurements here, 32 and 42 inches. See, should fit in most small cars, and it's quite easy to carry. So other stuff is a bit problematic, but this is from the weight and from the size, should fit most cars and should be easy to carry up most buildings for most people. So you can, or a man should be able to carry it alone. And from the spacing, so it's really comfortable to carry it. Compared to much of the other stuff we had in the last time, this was the most comfortable one to carry and to fit into the car without any problems. Just fit into the trunk like they are here, so really nice. As typical for Ikea, we'll find the manual and the sorted small parts here in the first package, and in the second package probably there's some other big stuff. I should probably have to open them both up before we start. Let's take a look on the manual. A nice thing about Ikea is that you always should be able to find the manuals online at some point. Just need to remember or know how the stuff is called. So even if it goes out of program, you'll really find the stuff online. It should be screwed to the wall. I never had a part missing on the Ikea stuff, I think, so far. So whole build up seems to be quite easy. We first build like the frame below, then put on the side walls, and then attach the back. Just screwed on here, which is a bit unusual for Ikea. Usually you have to nail them, but this makes it a bit easier to reassemble. I think as far as I saw it in the store, it could be that it is maybe impossible or very difficult to remove the doors, the floors if the doors are attached. So it's something we have to keep in mind, and probably I will put on the doors when I put it really into place and put all the stuff inside. This is the way we are going to go. So you build the whole the part below, and then you pull the upper part, and then we have I think we have this spare spaces here to attach to the wall. Here we have the optional part above, so we need to build it up as well to assemble this as a roll, and that's good to know. So this part moves up this part, so you really cannot use it for another assembly. So we have to go this part. That's a nice look, because I wanted to first build it up like this form and then assemble the other stuff, which does not work. So no plan survives contact with the enemy. The other assembly points to put it on the wall. you certainly should do. Which is nice is that you can run the cables through and up for like having a laptop or something there. And I'm also looking if we can get one of our printers in there. This is something then. Yeah, let's start, and I'll film the steps where we go, and if I encounter any problems, I'll let you guys know. So one general tip for IKEA and whatever manual you're doing, it's always best if you put the parts in the same orientation as you have in the manual, because then you don't have to rethink. Even if you have a very good spatial thinking ability and orientation, it's always a bit easier if you just put in the same way, or if you're unsure, like in this moment, you can just put it in the same direction, and then you should see the similarities and should be able to get your bearing here, because yeah, when you put stuff in the wrong place, it sometimes does not work anymore, or you have to rebuild it to some degree. So where basically these parts go on the upper and lower holes on the outer side, and then we have to put in 8 of these screws and put in these parts, secure them with this yeah, not sure how it's called, but I think everybody knows it, and usually the IKEA ones work just fine. And I have never had a IKEA one break. I think other manufacturers, they break really often. IKEA ones are quite stable. That is cheap MIM parts, but the IKEA ones are the better variety usually. And you also notice this whole stuff is very light, so this very light wood can be very easy scratched or damaged, so something to be aware of, and should be careful with your tools and stuff. It's you're ruining this thing or making it less beautiful, but on the inside it's not so important. So another note, they're warning to not use these parts here, but they are quite easy to identify. I like the size and the surface of the outer side. Also note if you're using power tools, so for these power tools do work, but yeah, this one is one which has some technology inside which avoid to screwing in the screws too tight. So you really need to be careful if you're using power tools. And these parts you absolutely cannot do with power tools, so this you have to do by hand. You certainly much safer if you do everything by hand, but if you have good control, you can screw in these parts with power tools, certainly. But these, you should not even try. It's this very delicate work, and it's better done with a screwdriver. See here, it's important that all the holes are here on this side. It's shown in the picture, and the holes should be here on the top side. Same. This is important. But these 4 parts are absolutely identical. So if you have the holes here, everything should be right. To get these parts in, just put them in there with the opening to the bottom, and it's a bit hard with one hand, and then rotate it, and the head of this goes into here. So this is how they work. Then you can open them up again if you want to reassemble it or move and put it in another place. See, quite easy also. So no problem so far. And they only note there's one longer bar, but it's quite different. So you should not really be tempted to put that one there. You should notice it right away, because it's a whole lot longer and looks very different to the other ones. So this part was really no challenge at all. Only thing to be aware of is that the hole goes there where the holes on the other side are, or this part here is where the back comes on. So hole goes to the back side. You have to make sure that this is on the right side, but the picture is quite clear. So really not really anything which can go wrong. And the whole thing is quite lightweight still, so this was also no problem to do alone. I think where we will need help is assembling the top door and the whole next part till Still the back side is quite uninteresting, so putting the adjustable feet on there and screwing on these things should be no problem for anybody. These door stops should also be no big challenge. So, yeah, seems all to be quite easy here. Hopefully I don't speak too fast. Let's see. I think here we will maybe take a look into the backside, especially since they have several parts here. I think it should be quite clear that these screws should go in those holes where the head can be sunken in, say those ones. Because you have 3 holes. This one is too small, this one would not fit, but this one is the right one. Should be no problem for anybody, I think. So screwing in those back clamps here, it's not really a fun thing because they don't have any pre-drilled holes, and I think it would be quite difficult without a power tool. But on the other hand, you have to be super careful, and yeah, it's not something I'm super happy with. Say, nailing is probably in some cases the better solution. So the bent ones go to the edges, up and down, and yeah, you have to. It's strange. So the first big part is finished. You have the floor in, and as you can see, you can fit quite thick cables through there. You maybe have to flip it a bit to get it through, but yeah, it should be every amount of network energy or whatever cables should be clear to be transported through there to the bottom. So quite nice. And the second floor here I will put in later when I put in our stuff, because I'm really not sure how to fit it. If we really can afford a second floor, I think we'll do this really when this thing is on the wall and is fixed on the wall. So the whole remaining part here, assembling this, putting it on, putting this part on, putting the backside on. We have the clamps once again. We're not happy with that mechanism. That was really easy, no problems at all. If you have managed the steps before, there should be no problem. Next step looks quite interesting. So we have to assemble these arms, and then I probably need my wife to help with putting the thing on the whole assembly, and then we are going to the part where we have to build up the other part. But thinking of it, I'll probably leave this part out because at the moment, because we still have to move it around in the room, and it's much easier if we don't have too much excess weight on it. So I put the drawer on later on as well. Let's skip this part and we go directly to the fun part here with the top element. We have to open the other box and see inside and see what it is and how it works and such. So, and here it is the manual for the part which we are putting above. Same warnings as before. Same tools required as before. But I think that the Phillips screwdriver is enough. Yeah, assortment of parts. And we're getting a bit of a deja vu here. Only thing, we have 2 different lengths because it's a bit thicker on the one side. Put the whole thing together, putting the bottom there, back side, screwing it there with those clamps once again. This part would be if you already had the burrow. Without the extension part, you would need to remove the head part because it's needed here. But since we are getting the whole thing new and all together, we needn't do that. We need to put it on top of our new bureau, put it up there, 2 persons, and then we have new attachment points on the top, and we will probably only use those. Also make sure everything is leveled, and yeah, then put on the doors, chest. Also, which is nice, which you may not notice, there is a hole here where you can can lead forward your cables to the top if you put like your monitor up here. If you put your screen here, you can get the cable all the way through there. So that's also quite nice. Yeah, let's see how this part turns out. We'll also leave out the shelves and the doors till we have it on the wall, just to have it a bit lighter and not be burdened too much when carrying it around. So it's almost in place. We didn't have any major problems. The whole thing was just a déjà vu. Mostly the same thing. Only thing is those parts are not symmetrical, so you only can put it on in the right way. And the clamps, you have to be aware that you don't tap up the holes. That's quite logical, I think. Yeah. Now we will screw it to the wall and then install the whole other stuff in there and see how it turns out. Should put it so near to the wall, but yeah, have to see. It's finished. So let's show you the features, and this is actually all the leftover parts. So typical Ikea style. Here we can put in a German / European folder without problems. So I reckon this one should fit as well. It's quite a lot of space. So you could, you're only seeing black. This is the problem with the black coloring. So I really don't like that the screws up there. You need extremely long screws to get to the wall, because you have like at least such a space behind the thing, because they have the same edge like here on the back side. So that's not so great, because it's really hard to get it fixed to the wall. Put a notebook here, which you can almost not see because to the low light conditions, but that would fit quite nice. I think it's a 17-inch one, short of 15.5 inch. So yeah, you have quite a lot of space in the thing. We only have to see if our printer does go in. We have to find on my extension cord to go and bring it some light, and also have to fine tune the doors. The upper side looks quite okay. What I think is also a con of this thing is that this lightweight wood is it's really not very resistant to scratches. So you could basically scratch it with your nail. It does not show so much on the black one, but if this would be something for daily use, I think it could suffer a bit. Maybe the white one more than the black one, and I think the natural wood wouldn't be so bad there, or easier to fix. But overall, yeah, I'll put in our other stuff, and then I'll give you a full conclusion to the video. So we finally have all our stuff in there. What is a bit disappointing, or which I don't like, is that we are spending so much space here, especially with the stoppers here. I had the shelf one level above this, but then the stuff would not fit. Same is here with the connectors here. You really cannot use all the space as efficient as you probably could be on the down part. So you can see we also put in a monitor, and there we have the laptop. On the down part here we have the printer, and this unused space is a bit of an advantage, because the printer has more space to the top. Quite dark down here, but overall it's a nice combination. That the wood is a bit prone to scratch, so maybe not the best thing for everyday day-to-day use, but yeah, we certainly have a lot more space now that we got our bureau here and the whole bureau stuff in it. We still have to get it organized a bit, but yeah, I think we're quite satisfied with the results we are having here.